All right, Coach, this week has not been fun for the running back room. We had CJ Baxter go down, knee injury, and he's going to be out for a year. And then we had our depth, Christian Clark, who I really like, went down with a torn Achilles, which is also going to take a year. So it's not been a fun week, but we figured we would look at Tre Wisner, who is now the number 2 back in the room given the latest circumstances, and watch his tape. He had a really big game versus Tech whenever in the blowout with them last year. But first, y'all, please welcome to Inside Texas Football, powered by InsideTexas.com. This show is called Film Study. Like our video and subscribe to the Inside Texas Football YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the first game of the season, so please help us out if you're watching and you haven't subscribed. And don't forget, you can get all your information over on InsideTexas.com. We have the best practice reports and the recruiting updates and the funniest boards. So go interact there. Get your subscription for this season. You'll be able to learn a lot. Coach, it's going to be interesting, but good news is we've watched Tre's tape and we really like him. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the first clip.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, this is a way to get coaches to notice you very quick is by playing hard on kickoff and special teams. And he runs down here and he makes a big hit. And this is an offensive player from high school. So coach automatically, I can't remember what Sark said about him in the presser. I think he came down like a demon or something like that, special teams demon or something. So this is how he made Banks proud of him. And this is also how you get actual reps at running back whenever you do your job on special teams.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just watch this guy here, man. Watch him just kind of take off on kickoff and go down the field and make a play. I mean, he's coming down, setting up. I want you to watch the move he puts on this guy here, right, to kind of get free. And I know they work on this in practice all the time, but and we notice this with a lot of Texas players. They bring everything they learn in practice, they bring it to the field, and they execute it very well. I'm kind of watch him just A-stepping, dip his shoulder, and watch him load up. I mean, you talk about a hit and setting the tone. I mean, I could rewind this and watch it all day. I love that, man. I think Terrell Davis made the Broncos that way. That's a huge play and a tone setter for the entire team, man.
And that's why Sark had no problem giving him reps in the Tech game. And we'll see that next. But we kind of get to see him grow up on one single drive, which, you rarely get to see that. So let's take a look at, I think we have four plays from the Tech game last season.
So, man, I call this the Tre Wisner drive, man. Here in the fourth quarter versus Texas Tech, man, this was huge, man. You can kind of see him grow up and see what he can be as a running back. First play, they got a little outside zone. Really, he runs through arm tackles, man. He kind of shows his speed, quickness, and balance all in one play. See, kind of got in game late. I guess you come off the bench kind of cold sometimes, but runs through one arm tackle from a big guy. Then 2, 3, bouncing off guys. Luckily, the safety made the tackle, or he was about to get going on one of his very, very first carries in the game, man. So that was a great play. Show some ability that he has and why they trust him out there.
Yeah, and then let's hit up the next play. This will show his just kind of pure ability to burst and his quickness.
All right, so again, we got outside zone. He can watch his speed, just get to the edge, man, and get on the edge and show a burst of speed here. It's like I said, normal outside zone. He hits the edge. This guy, who is unblocked, by the way, should make this tackle, but he's so fast. He outruns him to the edge. And then he's running through tackles, man. Look at this guy. The whole sideline's fired up. I love it, man. I can tell Tre brings the juice, and everybody's, got his back. Look at him getting up, showing emotions. You let him know first down. Hey, for a guy who's been on the bench pretty much the entire game, gets in here with that kind of emotion and energy, shows he's dialed in and focused, and then he gets in and makes plays.
The only thing about running back is not just being fast or, being able to break a couple arm tackles. It's all about being able to read your hole and the patience and all the things that come with maturing in that room. And we're going to see an example of that, of him showing that very early on in his running back career. But before we hit that Tech play, let's hear a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Andre the Lawyer. If you're injured, trust the team that secured millions for their clients and helped thousands of Texans with their injury case. Don't let insurance tell you what the claim is worth. Hire Andre the Lawyer to fight for you. Principal office is in Dallas, but they do serve Texans throughout the state. So don't wait and call Andre the Lawyer at 214-444-8808. That's 214-444-8808.
All right, on this next one, we got power here. We got a guy pulling, and this is going to end up being the lead blocker for Tre. So this is a guy he want to be patient and kind of show some patience and let this guy kind of get out in front of you and lead you up through the hole here. So as you see, guys pull, like most young backs, he wants to get the ball and take off, right? You kind of see him sprinting downhill, but then he's going to realize that he needs to be patient because, like I said, this is his lead blocker right here. And so he slows down, lets number 48 get in front of him, shows his patience, right? But when he sees it, he shows that acceleration and burst to get through the hole too. Let him set up. I mean, 1 foot in the ground. Stick the foot in the ground, get north and south. Kind of remind me of Blue a little bit in the film we showed, a couple of videos ago. How you stick 1 foot in the ground and just kind of get north and south very quickly and get vertical, man. But not much space there, but he gets through there and shoots through there, man. Gets a first down on this. That was a huge play and a huge run. Kind of showing his patience and his acceleration and his burst all in one.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the most exciting play we have coming up next for a young player, man, he has good vision. He's got to definitely slow his feet down, not be so anxious, all that kind of stuff. But once he's like, you can tell when he's in the mix, when the guys are surrounding him, he has some natural talent here. And so let's see him utilize a mix of traits in his first collegiate touchdown.
All right, so here we go. Kind of outside stretch zone again. This guy's got like a wham block. He's really just trying to get these guys to go this way because the play is designed to go this way. But as you see, one of these guys, they kind of break through the hole here at the beginning of the play. Again, doesn't let an arm tackle bring him down in the backfield, which is very, very huge, man. I love it. He sees the hole open up to the right. Now, most young guys, when they break out, they want to bounce everything outside and try to go score right here. But I want you to watch Tre and what he does. Recognizing if Bays gets away from number 13 right here, right, with his speed and quickness, but then he turns up and gets vertical again. Now, most people maybe put their shoulder down and like, oh, I'm about to get hit. It's a collision. They got these 2 guys closing in on him. But I want you to watch what Tre does, man. He would not be denied. He was not going to be denied on this run, man. The kid decides to go airborne and dive and leave his feet. I mean, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, that shows heart determination and grit and everything. One thing I loved about this is you look at this guy celebrating. This guys aren't just celebrating, but you look at his teammates on the sideline. I want you in his position coach to short choice, man. They're celebrating. I mean, running to the end zone. Like, everybody's fired up about Tre Wisner, man. I see why. Like I said, he's an energy guy. He always gives energy, and now they're giving it back to him, and that's what you want to see, man. To see people celebrate their teammate. That was a huge run, a huge play by him.
All right, Coach. Of course, this is not how we wanted the running back room to shape out, but hey, I'm okay with it. I mean, he's going to be young. He's going to do young guy some dumb stuff, but his heart is there. His teammates like him. He's got speed, and he's willing, and that's all you can ask for, man. He might not be our third down, try to pound it down their throat back, but hey, we'll see. So kind of after watching all this, how do you feel about Tre? How do you think he's going to be able to do as that number 2 back this year?
Man, I love the kid. I love the ability. I think the biggest thing is he just needs more reps. He needs to do it in live situations more. I think he'd be just fine. Like, we saw him grow on just that one drive itself. He got better and better. And then the last carry, he went and scored, right? You can see the confidence building within himself. And I know he has a ton of confidence, but to actually see it, right? Man, it's just a wonderful thing. And I really feel good about him as he gets more carries, as he will have to get more carries, right, leading to the season. I think he'll do a lot of great things. And then you still got him on special teams going down there to knock people out, man. I think he's just a tone setter, and I think he'd be able to carry some of that into carrying the ball for us.
Yeah, and psychologically tough, right? He got beat out, halfway in the season at DeSoto at back, and so then he goes to slot receiver. He still plays good for them. He comes in here. He's willing to do special teams. He's you saw him after some of his plays. He talks noise to the opposing team. Just psychologically, this kid is mentally a strong kid, and if you can get that at running back, you'll take it. So, Coach, thank you for spending this time with us and letting us see some tape of him. It was really helpful, and we don't feel as nervous as we do with the CJ and Christian Clark news. And to both those guys, I hope they heal up soon. That's really sad for them. Those are both good kids, so hopefully they heal up soon. And man, they can just take in all the information this season and rehab. Fans, thanks for watching. Like our video and subscribe to the Inside Texas Football YouTube channel. And make sure you visit InsideTexas.com for the best practice reports and recruiting updates. Charlie, thanks for your time. And fans, thank you.